Hi everyone. I wanted to do a review on Nature's Generator. I just purchased it, their Elite model. And after watching Lead Farmer 73, I believe he got the Bluetti, and they were going back and forth between the Bluetti and the Jackery. They were a little pricey for me, and for the wattage and for what my needs were and everything, it was quite pricey. But I kept seeing Nature's Generator um, on YouTube, and I saw several reviews, not just from the company, but other people who had it. And it comes with wheels, and they weren't little, they're big wheels. So I'm going to do a review. I will go through and show you what it is, and putting it together, show you all that, and then I'm gonna charge it up and test it out. And because the Elite is, I believe, 3600 watts, and the regular one is, I believe, 1800. Go through and uh, show you what I received. Alrighty. Okay, so this is the box that it came in, and there's no joke, this is heavy. But yeah, so it says Nature's Generators. This is the box it comes in. I took it out. That's what that is. Then also inside is this here, which is the user manual. And the wheels, you do have to put this together. So all the parts are in there. As well as this was in there as well. So cables, information. So how to put everything together. I didn't get the solar panels with this system because I already have some solar panels I had bought from Harbor Freight. When Lead Farmer first spoke on it, I had gotten that system, which is just the solar panels, and then I had to get a battery and so forth. But it was great trying to put it together and learning how to put it together and hook it up to a controller as well as an inverter, and testing it out. I was able to do that, so that was pretty cool. But so I just bought the Nature's Generator separately from the solar panels. I didn't purchase solar panels because I didn't need them. So yeah, that's what my system right now. I believe on their website it is $9.99, and then like I said, they had 10% off through the end of this month, I believe, and then free shipping. So, and the reason why it came so quickly is I looked on the box and it's shipped from California. So since I'm in California, it was super fast. So I don't know how quickly it would be if for anybody who's outside of California, if you're in Texas or Michigan or South Carolina or anything on the East Coast. I don't know if they have distribution centers, throughout the US. All I know is that it was shipped out of California, and so therefore that's why my shipping was like 2 days. It was super fast. I was like, alrighty, I'm going to try to put this together. Okay, step number one is to remove these caps before placing into the base. So here's the base, okay? So we have to remove these caps first. Now place into the base. Let's see if you can see that. Now place it into the base. Now we take the axle and you push it through. Next, you take the axle bushings and put them on the end. Second step is to, once you put the axle in, you put the bushing on, then you take one wheel. You want to make sure that this part is facing out because the cap goes here. You want the flat side to face in. Okay, so, alrighty, see, like that. All right, so once that's in, you take your lock nut, all right, so got one side in. Now for the other side. So, see, I have this, then the wheel, and slide your wheel on, then place your lock nut on there. And no, my nails don't slow me down. I do everything with my nails. Now, it comes with 2 of these tools, okay? Also has an Allen wrench on the ends. So that is so that you're able to tighten both ends. So you'll put one on one end, right? And then you put this one on the other end. That way you're able to tighten it. So it's hard to see what I'm doing, but I'm using this to tighten it up while holding the other side. Now, although I have tools in my garage, I'm using what they gave me. For those who don't have tools or, you know, a vast amount of tools, I'm using what they provided. So, you know, of course, the best tools make anything easier. If you have the right tools, the job is easy. This one is a little work because you're having to hold one side and tighten the other, but you can get it done. The next is to use these and to place them in the back. Can you see that? Not really, huh? So I'm placing them through the hole back here. Okay, so I got them in. Now I'm supposed to put in what they call spacers. Now, this is the tough part. I have to put this on the back of this. And let me tell you, this thing is heavy, 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 heavy. So, bear with me while I do this. Okay, so it was a struggle, but I was able to move this on to here. It wasn't that hard. It kind of slides underneath in the back. And then if you tilt it back a little bit, it'll line up the holes with the screws down here. Let's see if I can get you in closer. So right here, where I'm pointing the light at, there's screws right there. If you tilt this back a little bit and then push it up under there, then just taking to get it started with your hands, just hand tighten it. So this tool comes in handy with the Allen wrench side, because the tops of these screws are Allen heads. Let me swing you around here. So what you're seeing is me tighten this on with the provided tool. And I kind of like that it's like this because it gives you good grip. Now the cart is now attached. It's pretty cool. Next, it tells you there's little screws right here. Let's see if I can bring you in. See, there's a screw right here, and then there's another one on this end right over here. So these have to be removed in order to put this bracket in. Okay, this is the generator bracket, and it sets right here, and then you put the screws in there and you put screws back here. All right, so now put the bracket in. Okay. Drop this back in there. Then we have these two screws that go into the back here and here. You're supposed to take this little socket wrench to tighten it up. I won't bore you with the details. I'll be right back. Correction. Use this tool, the Allen wrench in. Okay. Where is it? Right here. To hold the, to put in, and then use this to hold the nut while you tighten. Now, all done. Just have to put on, last but not least, I just need to put the hubcaps on the edges of the wheels. Easily enough, you just snap on. Easy peasy. See, it covers up everything. Can you see that? Yeah, so the covers up everything. I'm so glad that this has a cart. Has adjustable handle, different heights, tall, short, low, or down here. I'm so glad. I saw that Lead Farmer 73, he has the Bluetti, and he said it was heavy. And that's fine if you are a man, or if you have a man who can carry one of those. That was one of the things I was like, wow, if I have to move it, I don't want to have to be bothered with trying to lift something heavy all the time. So that was another thing about getting this, was that this has wheels on it. So I'm happy about that. Okay, so that was it for putting together the cart for the Nature's Generator. Also, another thing I want to tell you about this system is that it's expandable. You can buy another pod. Okay, so if you have the 1800, you can buy another 1800 and stack it on top. And now you have extended or additional battery power and extended power. And same thing, I have the Elite, which is 36, so it's expandable. You can add additional pods. You can add more pods. It's expandable, which is pretty cool. I like that. And like I said, it's also a wind generator. So if you want to buy separately let me show it here, the wind turbine, you can also power the generator, or charge up your generator through the wind, as well as the solar panels, as well as plug it in. It recommends that you plug it in for, I think, 24 hours every 4 months to keep the battery charged. So it has several accessories. That's what this here, it's a whole system. Okay. Has a whole information. Let me see if I can get that. So you don't have to buy, this is just all the accessories. So here's like the separate pods. This is for the regular one. I have the Elite. Okay. So I don't know if the Bluetti or the Jackery are expandable, meaning you can buy additional ones and hook them up for extended power time or wattage hours. But I do know this one does that. So I'm going to be testing it out. Once I get it charged up, I'm gonna plug it in. I'm gonna test the solar panels that I have on it. I will also put that in a video, but I'm gonna charge it first and then plug things in so I can test it out and see how it's working. It has the power cord, and there is a key that comes with this as well. But I like it. Like I said, it has this cart. You can expand it. I could put another pod on top of it, and then you hook it up. It's a plug in the back. It's an extension, and that way you have extended wattage hours to power if you need beyond a particular time. So I believe this one here, I'll give you the specs on this particular, the Elite, how long it lasts. All right. So there's the Nature's Generator, and that's $7.49, and the Nature's Generator Elite, which is $9.99, and there's a correction. It's only till April 11th. So since I don't have a lot of viewers, a lot of people are going to miss that 10% off that they have. But I'm sure they'll have more, so you can just keep checking their site. And they also accept different payment. If you want to do if you have PayPal credit, you can use your PayPal credit and pay over time. I think they have other forms of ways of paying, not just, of course, credit card and, debit card and things like that. But if you don't have all the money up front, or if you don't want to put it on a credit card like me, you can use a PayPal credit, which is like credit, but there's no interest if you pay it off within 6 months. So that's a plus. The Elite, okay, of course, it has 100+ charges for smartphones, 50+ charges for tablets, 20+ for laptops, 80+ recharges of LED light bulbs. If you have a POV camera, 160 recharges, mini fridge, 20 to 30 hours, a refrigerator, 13 to 20 hours, a 32-inch LED TV, 20+ hours, CPAP machine, 13+ hours, circular saw, 6+ hours, quarter drill, 13+ hours, modems, 150 hours running, and routers, 150 hours running. And like I said, if you get a pod and expand on it, you'll get additional time on top of that. So I thought that was pretty phenomenal. It's pretty decent running times and recharges and so forth. Should get you through, wow, a lot, especially if you have time during the day. I'm in California, so luckily it stays sunny here most of the time, rarely have cloudy days. So I don't really have to worry about my solar, like wintertime not having sun, because even in the wintertime we can be 80 degrees. So yeah, as I stated, it's just, I just went with that one because, you know, sometimes you don't think that you need a certain amount of power, but then when you're in emergency, you realize you need that power. So that's why I went with the Elite. Now, for instance, if you want to go with the standard, which is their 1800, for instance, smartphones. Now, the Elite gave you 100 plus recharges. And a smartphone on the 1800 gives you 60 recharges. Let's say your refrigerator on the 1800 gives you 8 to 12 hours, of course, depending on the amp hours or amps or wattage that is pulling. But on the Elite, which is your 3600, 3600, gives you, for your refrigerator, 13 to 20 hours. So yeah, it gives you way more. But again, it depends on what your needs. And if you can afford to get the Elite. I would suggest that. But if you can't, because at first I was like, you know, I don't think I need that. I don't think I'll get the 1800 because, you know, it's less expensive and, you know, so forth. But I said, you know, if I'm going to buy it, I'm going to buy what I need. I'd rather have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. I believe in that. If you stay prepared, you don't have to get prepared. So, yeah, so I'm going to be doing a follow-up video on how this works and running. I'm getting ready to charge it. I'll do that and do another video, but I just wanted to show how this was put together, although, like I said, it's not professional. But I looked on YouTube and I didn't find anybody putting one together. So, I mean, it's really self-explanatory. It's, you know, and the instructions are pretty good that come with it. So it's not difficult, but sometimes people don't like reading instructions. They're visual, they like to see it. So, you know, I'm either or. See it or read it, I'm fine. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be uploading more content. But I wanted to do this because Lead Farmer 73 has said, of course, we should be prepared. I believe in staying prepared, and that you should just do a little bit at a time. I mean, it would be great just to go out and spend all the money and get everything you need, but I think you should get the essentials first. You know, have the essentials, your basics, you know, an emergency kit, emergency power, emergency way to communicate, or, you know, to hear the weather or any emergency news that might be coming on. So you need some type of power device for that, which I have coming, by the way. And of course, food, you know, being self-sufficient and having your own food source. You know, even though you may not be vegan or vegetarian, when everything falls apart, you'll be glad that you have something that you can pull together. And I will be doing on my other channel recipes that you can do with vegetables. I mean, making all types of food with, you know, regular vegetables, like with cauliflower, of course, and mushrooms, and with nuts and seeds, things of that sort. I have a few videos, but not that many, on being able to prepare food with just vegetables. So that's on my other channel that I will be doing in the future, of recipes to do with all vegetables, because everybody just knows how to make a salad, but how do you make a whole meal out of vegetables? And that I will be showing you how to do. All right, until next time, peace.